only delays that were occasioned by the arguments between Squire Trelawney and Mr. Smoke, the captain he had hired some weeks before. They were oil and water, argued about everything.
And the problem this time, sir?
There is no this time about it, sir. It is the same problem I approached before, which is, I don't like this cruise and I don't like the men.
Well, perhaps you don't like the ship, sir.
She seems a clever craft, but I haven't sailed her yet. How?
So you say you don't like the cruise, sir? Why is that?
I was engaged in what we call short orders to sail this ship, but that gentleman, where and when he shall take me. So far, so good. But now I find that every man before the mast knows more than I do. Such as that we're looking for treasure. And as for the men, I should have the choosing of them. I'm the captain.
Well, you had the choosing, but you couldn't find them, now could you?
You don't find a good crew of a night.
Well, Silver did not, didn't he?
Not in my opinion, no he didn't.
Gentlemen, please. What is your wish at this juncture?
First point, the crew is now loading the powder and arms to the forward. But there is a perfectly good place under our cabins. There we can keep an eye on. Second point, Squire, you have two of your men with you as well as the boy Hopkins. Keep the berths there next to our cabins. Then all our allies are together.
In other words, you're new.
I did not say that. But I ask that you take certain precautions or let me resign.
Fine, fine. Do as you please. Move the powder and the men. But notice, I am extremely out. Good day, sir.
And so the time came at last for our voyage to begin. On Sunday morning, we went to church where the squire, Dr. Livesey, Mr. Silver, and I asked for a special blessing for our journey. For safety, good health, and blessed peace. That night came the final bustle as everything was stowed in place. Then, a little before dawn, Boatswain sounded his pipe. And as the sky turned red with the first beams of morning, we headed out into the open sea as the Hispaniola began her voyage to the Isle of Treasure.
Shiver the line, fore and aft. Work from the coast now. Lean ahead and hold her steady.
My goodness. I have been keeping this bright and glorious morning.
Well, thank you.
Come, sit. Spinning yarn with old John. No one's more welcome than yourself for that. Small cheer and great welcome make a merry feast. You most certainly can. I reckon you know how to peel a potato.
I think so.
Try and get just the skin. Like this.
I'm sorry you have to do work like this. I'm sure on your other ships you had assistants and scullions and things like that.
Sorry for peeling potatoes. Jim, lad, don't you never feel sorry for doing an honest day's work, no matter what the task. What? Think of all the good we're doing right here, right now, this very second. First, we are getting our arms and our fingers as strong as steel. All the better to do our other tasks when the time comes along. Second, we are creating a thing of beauty with this here potato. Just like the good Lord did by compounding the likes of you and me on the day of creation. Just look at that masterpiece. Ready to jump into a pot of boiling water out of sheer vanity, huh? I sing gals and tobacco papers, as pretty as that. Of course, I never put my lips on them the way I was at the table. That might change me point of view. And third, we're getting our mouths watering just smelling the sweet. since we're sure to do the good Lord's work at supper time and clean our plates, like our mothers taught us. God bless their souls. Fourth, the crew which eats these potatoes is going to be strong and healthy because of it, so they can do their tasks and bring us home safe and sound. 5, we're drawing a little bit of blood from our fingers now and again, so we never have to play the piano. 6, we're staying out of trouble. And 7, we're stealing a few minutes among friends, and there ain't nothing wrong with that on the license now, is there? So you tell me, what's wrong with peeling a few potatoes?
Hey, Silver, you're one below deck by the captain.
Did he say what he wants?
Not a clue, but I think it's all right.
I best get going, Jim. Don't swallow them potatoes without me.
Have you known Mr. Silver long?
What old barbecue? Dog ain't even the word. We've been from Serena to the Spanish Main together. I knows him like the back of me hand. Brave as a lion is. I saw him lose a leg off the coast of Tripoli. Ankle it were. And then they amputates it right on deck. And he just watches them do it. And he don't utter a sound. Huh, now look at him, peeling potatoes.
He seems happy with the voyage.
Oh, of course he's happy. He's looking forward to getting me,
Getting the what?
getting to the island, that's all. So tell me something. You know that I've always liked you, right? Just the way old John is. I like you like a mate. You see, Israel Hands and Jim Hawkins, right. Tell me something, Jim Hawkins. Is it you who's got the map?
What?
The map of the island, which shows the treasure.
I have no idea what you mean.
Of course you do. Do you keep it on you? In your jacket?
I don't know what you're on about.
I just want to see it. Just so I can just let you feel it with your fingers. Guys, I just want to start dreaming and make you snap. Stop it!
Sarah Corporal,
No, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, get to your duties. Now, you too, Hopkins.
Yes, sir.
And stay out of trouble.
I'll try, sir.
The next day, I tried to tell John what happened with Mr. Hands, but he said I must have misunderstood. I knew he was wrong, but had no suspicion that my encounter with Hands was merely the beginning of a longer nightmare that would come to a treacherous and bloody end. It began with a barrel of apples which stood broached in the waist of the ship for anyone to help himself. It was just after sundown in the third week of our voyage, and it occurred to me that I should like an apple before turning in. The barrel was so huge that I had to climb inside, where I found scarce any apples left. Sitting down there in the dark, what with the sound of water and the rocking movement of the ship, I had either fallen asleep or was on the point of doing so when a noise jostled me to my senses.
I says we do it now, John, when they ain't suspected.
Israel,
We could overpower them in a minute and then kill them all. But I wants the captain for myself. I want to wring his little calf's head off of his body.
you can ring all you like, but it doesn't matter. We're not ready yet.
And I says, why not? Because, you idiot, we ain't got the map.
And what if it ain't? What if Smollett has it? Or the Doctor? Or maybe they've hidden it someplace on the ship. Then what? How do we get to the island?
Well, then we just grab the boy and we threaten to kill him if they don't hand over the map. Or we just massacre them all and then find it ourselves. We got the weapons put away.
Let's get on with this.
Come on! Alright, would you listen to me, you dumb pirates? God, there ain't the brains of a dying oyster among you. Why take that kind of risk? Just bide your time. The lot of you, it's all hurry, it's all do it now. Bleeding devil, take it. Which is why, when all of this is said and done, I'll be riding to Parliament in a crystal carriage, and all of you will be chained up in execution dock, waiting to be hanged. Now, here's what I say, and you better listen. We don't make a move until after we've been to the island and all the gold's on board.
And I says that that's too long to wait.
And I says, which one of ya is in charge of this operation and chose by all of ya?
I says that's a mighty nice question. And maybe we are the shoots again. Maybe you gone soft with that one leg missing, and maybe you ain't the man you was. And maybe somebody named George Barry ought to be in charge.
John, assuming we wait till the gold's on board, then what do we do about the levels?
Now you're thinking. That's a business inquiry, that is. And we got two choices. We can either leave them on the island like maroons, that was Blackbeard's way. Or we could cut them down. Like that much more. Like Flint would have done.
Cut them down, says I. And die. And wring their necks. Wait. Where's Tom? Is he with us? Did you ask him? He did. He didn't decide yet.
Hey, Tom, over here.
Well, how's old Tom tonight, eh?
I'm alright.
We're having a meeting.
But you know what? That's what
Now, right now we're talking about money. Which, it might just interest you. Who knows, eh? You see, gentlemen of fortune, like ourselves, we live rough. And yes, we risk swinging. But at the end of the cruise, it's hundreds of thousands of pounds of back in my pockets. And then, we eat like potentates. We drink like the laughing gods. We live in mansions like the Duke of Buckingham and go on adventures like the Three Musketeers. And women? Ha! Don't get me started. They fawn all over us in little skimpy costumes, popping grapes into our mouths and figs to butter, rum, and sugar. Back home, I have an own barber who shaves me every day and flicks me hair. A tailor who does, and a chef who makes me partridges and berry sauce. And there's an old man I pay who's old and blind and he reads me the Arabian stories while I fall asleep on a satin pillow. Now, of course, you're young and you ain't got much experience yet. But you're as smart as paint you are, lad. I saw that when I first set eyes on you. Now, that's why I'm talking to you like a man. I'm waiting for a man's answer. You with us, laddie, or not? Now, bear in mind, this is likely to be a peaceful voyage. We ain't planning to do nothing that would even raise an eyebrow until we're home again in our own soft beds.
So, I've been with this for a while now, and I think I'd rather, for now at least, remain where I am with the captain and Dr. Eliza. I'm just not sure I'm going to take the,
Gentlemen of fortune.
Yeah, right, so, that's what we said.
Understandable. I can respect that, so can all. So I'll bid you good night, Tom, and Godspeed.
Thank you.
lookouts in the crow's nest spotted. And get to your bunks, quick. They spot us standing around like a mess of clams. They'll turn suspicious. Now, quick, move!
As you can imagine, I felt the keenness of this servant's betrayal to the deepest soundings of my immortal soul. For a moment, I could barely stir a finger. Then, suddenly, there was a great rush of feet across the deck. I could hear sailors tumbling up from the cabin and the forecastle, and swimming instantly inside my barrel, it dived behind the foresail, made it double towards the stern, then gathered our allies in the captain's cabin where I told them everything.
I knew it.
The scoundrel! Remarkable thing is that Silver has kept it so quiet.
The Silver's a very remarkable man.
He looked remarkably well hanging from a yacht.
I trusted him! He was so kind, and he knew my...
Question now is, what do we do?
I'm telling you, boys, now's the time to strike. Take the island. And now is the time to strike.
What Silver said.
Why, who cares what Silver said? Use your nuts. Right now we got the advantage because they don't suspect us.
And what about the map?
We just grab the boy and threaten to kill him.
What if they says go ahead?
Well, they're not gonna do that. They're not ruthless, selfish killers. They're not like us. Come on, let's get the weapons. Yeah.
I say we go to muskets and roll down.
And I say we bide our time for now.
But why?
Because we're outnumbered.
Damn the villains. I'll take them down 3-1.
Captain, do you have a plan? I do. The map of the island shows a stockade blockhouse just below the north end. Make it there, we'll stand a better chance.
Good shot!
Lobster heads! You're shivering bone-eared kites, huh? Did I tell you to stand and hold your water? Huh? Now look what you've done! That could have killed me!
Please, sir, I have an idea. I can go out and distract them, while the three of you make your escape on the longboats.
What?
You see, it's the map they want. They'll listen to me. I'll go out and talk to them, while the three of you make your way to the stockade.
But how?
There's no time to explain. Just trust me, and I'll meet you all there. Don't be uncertain. We'll face them together. Jim! Stop! Stop!
Whoa! Jim! Let's talk. I got a bargain.
Talk all you want, but these pistols are loaded, and I know how to use them.
Jim,
Don't Jim land me! And if I ever thought of you in the same instant as my father, I can only pray he doesn't know the shame I brought to him by doing so.
he was a good man.
Shut up! That's the map you want, and I've got it right here. See? I'll drop it. I swear to God, I'll drop it over the edge and you'll never see it again. Go ahead, shoot me. I'll go over the edge with the map, and wherever you be.
All right, what is it you want, lad, in exchange for the map?
Yeah. Did you make it?
We're now. We're coming on.
And I have what I want, and all of you can go to hell and Captain Flint, and the rest of your pirates are died in your damnable trade.
Well done, lad.
Now we are ready to head for the Horn. Way, hey, roll.
massacred without him lifting a finger. Well, speak up. What do you have to say for yourselves?
He went that way. We just saw him.
You think you saw him there and everywhere? Well, this island's a devil and she'll swallow you up. That boy is smarter than all the rest of you put together in a thin broth. Oh!
Now there he is!
He's out of the woods. He's out of the woods. He's out of the woods. Except he's still in the woods.
Who are you?
Been gone, says I. Or been gone. And I ain't spoke to a Christian these 3 long years. Or is it 4? Says I. Can't tell. Mighty hard. Mighty hard.
Were you shipwrecked?
Shipwrecked? Hey, not I. I was marooned.
Marooned?
On the shore. Abandoned by a crew of pirates. I spent all these years on ghosts, berries, and oysters, and I'll tell you a secret. I was mighty sick of ghosts and berries and oysters. Oh. Have an oyster?
No, thank you.
What I really want is a piece of cheese. Has you guys been on yet?
No, I'm sorry.
It was my favorite seed. Little roasted, toasted, cheesy. Like me mother used to make when I was all wrapped up in me little velvet home. Oh, she was a good soul. And she loved me. She did! Look at me now. I'm a disappointment, ain't I? That I am. And all I want is a piece of cheese.
I'm sorry for your hardship, sir. But there's plenty of cheese on the ship I came on. The one just out there.
And you give me some?
Of course I would. I'd be happy to if I ever got back to it.
Oh, cheese! Oh, you're a fine lad. You're a wonderful lad. He's a magnificent lad. What's your name?
Jim Hawkins.
Jim. Hawkins. Oh, the mighty great to meet you, lad. Oh, and you'll bless your lucky stars that it was you who founded the first. And was kind to me. Shall I tell you why? Oh, because I's rich, lad. Richer than kings and queens or you ever dreamed of being. And God be with you. And I built me a little boat. A magnificent boat. It's for a king. And I keep it under the white rock. Oh, richly riches on a billy goat's hill. Knock you to the ground if you don't stand still. Wait. That isn't Flint's ship out there, is it?
No, sir. Flint's dead, or so they say. Some of his hands were on board with us, though, and mutinied against us to get a treasure map. And now I and others loyal to the captain are on the run.
Ah. You're a clothes ain't you? Well, you just put your trust in the old vineyard. Oh. Vineyard's the man to save, says I. But tell me, Jim, you think your dear captain would help a poor maroon if that maroon went and helped the captain?
I would think it likely.
Oh, to the tomb of a passage home.
Of course you would, I can promise you.
it is free! Oh, make to the sea, and away from the tree, for a little feet on me mother's knee. Oh, now lad, I'll tell you a story, and I'll tell you no more. I was on Flint's ship with the treasure was buried. You see, Flint ordered his first mate, Long John Silver, to do it, and to take 6 of us along to do the work. And he told Silver, "You kill them all, leaving no witnesses who can point the way." And Silver said, "Aye, aye, Captain, aye, aye, I'll get 'em!"
But why does Silver need the map if he's the one who buried the treasure?
Because it's a jungle out there, you silly goose. Filled with vines and trees and holes and caverns, and it all looks the same to every living soul in the world. Except the old man gun. The old man gun, which all he wants is a piece of cheese. That's all I want. That's all I want.
I'm sorry.
Oh, look at you. You're the spitting image of your darling father.
My father?
Oh, Peter Hawkins. Now don't tell me he isn't your father. You used to speak about you night and day like he was the greatest creature ever created by God.
How do you know my father?
We were shipmates on the ship. The devil's ship.
But my father never went to sea. He died in London.
I suppose that'd be true if Silver had pressed him into service. You see, Flint needed a cook, and Silver was now Flint's first mate. Silver made a friend of your father in London town. So he told your father, "Come along!" But your father says, "No, not me, I ain't a going." Silver grabs him like, and he hits him on the head. And the next thing you know, he's staring at Orion's belt over a bobbing ship.
But I got a letter from London saying that he died.
That'd be Silver, right, my dear? He was always such a damn hand at tying up package. Oh, Jim. Only I'm sorry to say that your father was one of the 6 of us who buried the treasure.
So then he...
Oh, what's that? Oh, they're coming back. We have to hide.
Tell me what happened first. Captain Smollett?
Jim, is that you? Thank God. We were worried sick.
Where are the others?
No, it's okay. I was trying to get supplies from the boat, but Silver's men just spotted me.
Where's Ben?
Who?
Ben Gunn, a man from the jungle.
Jim, we have to hurry.
But I must find Ben Gunn first. Get news of my father.
Do you still have the map?
Yes, I do. But I must find Ben.
Not now, folks. Come on.
I'm each one to stockade. Just get out of here.
Coming in through the tree. After him.
Just don't let him get to the stockade!
I raced through the dense woods to find Ben Gunn, but the more I searched, the more lost I became. I continued for hours with desperate hope of learning more about my father, but before I knew it, the sun was setting and I was lost in the ever-increasing darkness of